had some pretty good response. It's unfortunate that we haven't had more response, and that's okay. You know, I think sometimes with bands, you put your heart and your soul into something, and it just doesn't go as much as you would like it to go. It's really depressing and frustrating because this is literally who you are, you know, and whatever music you make, whatever kind of music that it is, whatever art it is, this is you, and it's a part of your soul in that music. So when people don't like it or don't get excited about it or don't share it, then it's easy for that to become a personal insult because the music is a part of who you are. It's a part of your soul. I mean, nowadays, it's hard for everybody involved in music. It's hard for music blogs. It's hard for musicians. It's hard for everybody because what has happened, yeah, basically there's white noise. You know, everybody and their dog can fart into a microphone and call it an album. And they can finish that album of crap, and then they can inundate record labels, agents, managers with communication about that crappy album. Pretty much everybody does that. What happens then is for those higher echelons of management, record labels, stuff like that, they just shut down. They don't even take submissions, really. I mean, they say they take submissions, but I've basically been rejected over 350 times, not necessarily because my music isn't good, but because how do they know what they're going to be opening isn't just crap? You know, I can say it's not crap, but why should they believe that? There's no reason for them to believe that. So for all of us musicians that are really working hard to make something amazing, it gets difficult to sort of stand out over that white noise of everybody. It's kind of like screenwriting. When screenwriting, everybody sends their script to these movie studios, and basically they just have rooms and warehouses chock full of scripts that nobody's ever going to read. And most of them, I'd say 99% of them, deserve to just sit there. But in that huge mass, there is at least one or two golden nuggets, but there's no way to find them just because there's too much. Obviously, the advent of digital technology has been really good for me, because if there wouldn't have been digital technology to allow me to do the recording, the writing, the playing, the editing, the mixing, the mastering, everything like that, then obviously I wouldn't have probably gotten as far as I did. The plus side is that it can allow really good musicians to get somewhere. The negative side is the fact that it's really hard to go anywhere, because the only music that people actually spend money on are bands that are on labels that are sort of legitimized, sort of larger to mid-sized labels. I'm guilty of it too. I'm an artist. So there's no money. There's not a lot of opportunities. I mean, if you look at my band, if you look at our YouTube plays, I mean, yeah, we have a couple with 8,000 plays on our YouTube, and you know, like one with like 25,000, but otherwise the new stuff is basically like 400 views maximum. There's a lot of apathy, and the reason why there's a lot of apathy is because it's really hard to get excited about one thing in particular when there's so much information out there to focus on. That's the reality of the situation, and for other guys like me or other bands like us, it's really frustrating. There is a wall there sort of erected against everybody to keep them from flooding in to like record labels and agents and stuff like that. And that wall a lot of times keeps the good guys out. So what we have then is on these major labels, the only place they really look is X Factor or American Idol or whatever talent show that's in trend right now. And for guys like me, honestly, going on X Factor or whatever they are, I don't even watch them. It's not an option because I'm a musician. I'm a guy in a band. I play guitar. I sing. I'm not the kind of guy that stands in front of 3 judges and sings Frank Sinatra. It kind of makes it rough. You know who Dave Grohl is, right?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's been an incredible voice, you know, for guys like us.
Yep.
I mean, and my music is pop. I mean, it's electronic pop, but it's like a rock electronic pop.
Putting a music video together, or even just lyric videos, like I've noticed you do a lot of, it can really help you out because YouTube connects to Google, and the more that Google likes you, the more the internet likes you all together. And that's really important because that's how your music gets out there.
Well, and I think a lot of times artists are not as business savvy